Welcome to the Support Staffordshire Volunteer Star Awards.
Hello, welcome to Support Staffordshire 2021 Volunteer Star Awards. I'm Bob Hall. We met 2 years ago, a nice sunny June evening, and we should have been here 1 year ago, but then something called COVID got in the way and the whole thing had to be scrapped. So we're back this year in a slightly different format. Now the plus for you is that you can be sitting at home on your favourite sofa, bowl of crisps to one side, glass of wine on the other, dressed in whatever feels comfortable and still enjoy the evening. So here come the runners and riders as we look at the people from the voluntary organisations, the community groups and the charities who've worked through COVID-19. Here we are, 2021 Support Staffordshire Volunteer Star Awards.
Hello everyone, I'm Anne Ross, Locality Officer for Support Staffordshire for both Stafford and South Staffordshire districts. I would like to wish all of the volunteers nominated in this year's 2021 Volunteer Star Awards all the very best and good luck in tonight's event. It's an honour and privilege working with so many caring, dedicated and motivated people like yourselves, and you deserve to shine. So sit back and get yourself a nice drink and enjoy this evening's event, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, bye.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you, Anne. And welcome to the 2021 Volunteer Star Awards for Cannock Chase and South Staffordshire districts. I'm Gary Jones, the Chief Executive of Support Staffordshire, and I'm especially delighted to be hosting this evening as I, in fact, live in Cannock Chase district. So let me also introduce my fellow hosts. Sandra.
Hi, I'm Sandra Payne, Deputy Chief Exec of Support Staffordshire and Operations Manager for South West Staffordshire, which includes Cannock Chase and South Staffs. And I'm also Strategic Lead for Volunteering.
Sandra and Michelle.
Hello, I'm Michelle Cliff and I'm the Senior Locality Officer for Cannock Chase, and I'm also the Rural Officer for West Staffordshire, covering South Staffordshire and Cannock Chase.
Thanks both. So this is our first year of delivering these awards online. Perhaps our last if all goes well with the recovery, but a special thank you to everyone who's tuning in this evening via YouTube. I'm going to take my Chief Executive's liberty here and say especially good evening, hello to Finley and Freya and their mum. Please be good for mummy and go to bed when she asks you to. Thank you to all those who have taken the time to produce and send us some videos. We received so many great clips, but we can't be here all evening, so we have had to edit those down a little bit. And Sandra, tell us how this evening is going to work.
Okay, so normally we hold these events in person in each district, but 8 online events can be quite exhausting. So we're celebrating 2 areas this evening, Cannock Chase and South Staffordshire. As we go through each category, we'll be presenting and announcing the winner of Cannock Chase Awards first, followed by the South Staffs Award for each category. There will also be commendations awarded in some of the categories. Over to you, Michelle.
Thank you, Sandra. So if you're having your own small safe COVID celebrations with your own team or your colleagues or friends, to make an evening of it, we'd love to hear from you and see your photographs. And please join in by adding comments to our social media feeds using the details shown at the bottom of the screen. So I know from what I've heard, there are quite a few celebrations going on in Cannock Chase. So hello to those in the Five Ways pub and also to those watching the awards in St Mary's Social Club in Cannock, and also to those in Britain who've apparently halted their meeting to listen and celebrate with us. So our sponsors formed our panel of judges. So they had the long task of reading all of the nominations. Many local businesses we know have also faced challenges of their own, and we are thrilled by their continued support. We really couldn't have done this without them. So please tag them in on any social media posts where you can. Sponsor details will be shown on screen during each award presentation. So good luck to those that were shortlisted to receive an award.
Right. Well, Let's begin the evening's presentations. The very first category this evening is the Cannock Chase Business Contribution to Communities Award. And this one is sponsored by Waymax Trading Limited.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lisa and I'm the Fundraising Development Manager here at Support Staffordshire. I'm delighted to present the award for the Cannock Chase Business Contribution to Communities Award on behalf of the sponsor, Waymax Trading Limited. This business during the pandemic have collected and delivered many food parcels, as well as collecting many large donations from the council and Amazon completely free of charge. They also donated many kids' colouring packs and crayons. The nominee is a taxi company who takes residents living off the main public transport route to their vaccination appointments. For many residents, this is the first time they are leaving their homes and they're extremely anxious about their appointments. The nominee works with the local group every week and works out a plan to ensure there's enough time to get the residents there without adding stress to the residents, taking into consideration any health conditions they may have. They communicate with the venue, they complete forms for the residents to ensure a very smooth process, and they also go into the appointment with the residents so they're completely at ease and know what they're going to do, and they don't need to worry when they come in and out looking for their drivers. They'll also pop to the shop on the way home to get them any essentials if time allows. Not only have the residents phoned to praise the nominee for how much they've supported them, but the venue team also speak highly about them for their support as well. So I'm delighted to announce the winner of the Cannock Chase Business Contribution to Communities Award is Dark Cars, run by Annette and Kevin Jones. Congratulations.
Dark Cars, we cannot thank you enough through the pandemic for your support, helping delivering food parcels, collecting endless supplies of boxes for our various projects. When we knew residents needed support to the Roman Way Hotel, we knew we needed to support you back for the way you supported us. But we never expected to receive such amazing standards, and you've supported the residents exactly the way we would have if we took them ourselves. You've spent endless hours planning out in detail each resident's vaccination trip, remembering that these residents haven't left their houses for nearly a year, helping ease their anxiety, going into the vaccination appointment with each one and taking them on their way home to get that bottle of milk and stuff, going the extra mile. And that's why we've nominated you, but we honestly thank you from the bottom of our hearts for every resident. We've received no end of thank you cards for the special treatment that you've provided. So thank you.
Congratulations to Dark Cars. Amazing dedication to support. There are two commendations as well. The first goes to Brereton Co-op, who have been supporting residents with food supplies through the pandemic. They have been described as true local heroes. And the second commendation goes to Mid-Counties Co-op Cannock Chase regional team, who are committed to supporting local good causes through volunteering, fundraising and their community grants. The Mace Group were their charity partners last year. So next up is the South Staffs Award, sponsored by South Staffordshire Council.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to present the award to this year's winner for the Business Contribution to Communities category, sponsored by South Staffordshire Council. The Midland Counties Co-op in Codsall explained how their staff and volunteers played an integral part in delivering shopping to their customers, and how the local co-op had been there to assist when customers needed help to buy food and to receive food. The manager of the store, Simon, has made regular deliveries in his car and has also helped a regular customer who needed special social care support and befriended her when she needed it most by phoning her throughout the week, visiting her once a week and contacting her family too. The store also has links to a local charity supporting animal welfare and provides waste food, which is no longer fit for human consumption, to feed animals that are rescued, including goats, pigs, sheep, rabbit, ducks, etc. And therefore, the winner, Midlands Counties Co-op in Codsall.
So congratulations to Codsall Co-op. As we've heard, all the staff and volunteers were helping people to get food during the COVID-19 pandemic. And the co-op have gone the extra mile to make sure that their customers and the local community were fed and had what help they needed wherever possible. And of course, also the surplus food donated to the local charity so that animals can benefit from that surplus. And the commendations go to Heartlands Butchers and Kimver Co-op. Both of these businesses are located in Kimver, and again, for their going the extra mile during the COVID-19 pandemic. So our next category is the Personal Achievement Award, and we start with the Cannock Award, sponsored by Cannock Chase District Council.
Good evening. My name is John Downey and I'm a trustee of Support Staffordshire. It's my pleasure this evening to present the Chase Personal Achievement Award on behalf of Cannock Chase District Council. The winning nominations details are as follows. This person has been a volunteer with Friends of Cannock Stadium Park for just over a year now. She came with her husband and 3 children in tow, and battling with poor mental health, she joined the organisation in the hopes of getting outside and in the garden. Then the pandemic hit and the family were unable to do this anymore. The group had a change of leadership and the nominee helped set up the Vixens group, where she helped obtain volunteers and crocheted like a woman possessed for their causes. The group started crocheting ear savers for our nurses. The group then went from strength to strength, crocheting for different projects, including Halloween, Remembrance Day, and memorial wreaths for those in our community lost to COVID-19. She also helped coordinate the delivery of presents to over 1,250 children at Christmas, including fundraising, wrapping, and making hundreds of hot chocolate cones and stuffing bags. She has also supported other members of the team with their own health issues and is now the vice president of the group and a much loved and respected member of the team. I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the Cannock Chase Personal Achievement Award is Emma Thompson. Congratulations, Emma.
I just wanted you to be recognised for the wonderful person that you are and highlight all you have achieved in the last 12 months. I am so proud of how far you've come in such a short space of time. I hope that you can recognise it too. I love you, chick, and I hope you win because you really do deserve it. Take care.
Congratulations to Emma Thompson from Friends of Cannock Stadium Park, as well as the immense contribution of volunteering, her own personal achievement there and overcoming her own barriers. The commendations in this category also go to volunteers from Friends of Cannock Stadium Park. So they go to Lynn Harley-Biggs and to Rosemary Nyatsanga. Apologies if I haven't got the pronunciation quite right there, Rosemary. Friends of Cannock Stadium Park, really important work, getting people outdoors, out into nature, into the environment, really important at any time, but even more so during the last year for the benefits to both physical and mental well-being that brings. So congratulations. You can almost hear the cheers there from the Cannock Stadium Park. So well done to everybody. And now next is the South Staffs Award in the same category. This one is sponsored by Treetops Dental Surgery.
Hi, I'm Polly Bambrett from Treetops Dental Surgery here in Codsall. We are sponsoring the Personal Achievement Award. The reason we sponsor this award because it brings recognition to local volunteers who go above and beyond their duties of a volunteer. Here are the details of the winning nomination.
This person had volunteered to work with Care Plus as a lunchtime assistant in one of our retirement living schemes. In March 2020, the majority of our residents self-isolated in their own homes and did not leave. This presented them with a need for someone to shop for their essential groceries. This person volunteered to act as a COVID essential shopper, and in the last 12 months has supported residents at Courses Court in Purton. It was not easy for this person, and he had to overcome a number of personal challenges to carry out this role. Because of his autism, this person needs routine and struggles when his routine changes, and was also struggling with the social changes in the world and the new rules we're all living by. Firstly, this person had never shopped before and did not know how to shop in normal circumstances, let alone during lockdown. This person struggled for a long time with mask wearing, but he wore it to do the shopping for our residents. We are extremely proud of him.
And the winner of the Personal Achievement Award category is Matt Randall. Congratulations, Matt, on winning this award. We are really proud of you and very well done. Keep up the great work. You're doing fantastic.
Hello, I'm Nikki, Housing and Wellbeing Manager at Courses Court, and we at Care Plus are extremely proud that Matt has been shortlisted for the Award of Personal Achievement. Back in March last year, all of our residents were isolating in their homes, and Matt did not hesitate to volunteer to become a shopper for those who did not have friends or family nearby, despite the fact that he had never actually done a supermarket shop before. In the last 12 months, Matt has overcome a number of personal challenges to support our residents, not least adapting to wearing a face mask and face shield whilst on scheme. Matt has become very much part of the Courses Court family, and we are looking forward to working with him long after lockdown has lifted.
Congratulations go to Matt Randall at Care Plus, Courses Court Retirement Living Scheme. Well done, Matt, for overcoming challenges to help others. The commendations go to Heather Dean at Codsall and Bilbrook Cancer Support Group. Due to Heather, many cancer sufferers have made new friends and been given hope in their battle against cancer. Well done for setting up this wonderful group whilst going through lots of battles of your own. And the second commendation goes to Zara Sands at Helping Hearts Outreach. Despite her own health conditions and caring for her son who has learning disabilities, Zara is always there to provide support and advice to others. The next category is the new volunteer team of the year, and we start with the Cannock Chase Award, sponsored by Mid-Counties Co-op.
Louise DeVal from Mid-Counties Cooperative Travel, and I represent our Mid-Counties Cannock Chase Regional Community Group. Today we're sponsoring the new volunteer team of the year. These awards are really so important to recognise all of these wonderful people that do such a great job for the local communities, giving the support to the people who need it most. After speaking to locals and setting up a Facebook page, the group has grown to over 360 members in only 6 months. Walkers bring along their friends, parents with children and some dogs too. Regular litter picks have been popular with the group, ensuring the area is kept clean and healthy. Another popular feature of the group is the organised work days, when the group comes together to clear areas, cutting back branches, clearing pathways and important jobs that have been identified by the rangers. Initially, the group were keen to apply for grants and funding and had a long list of changes they wanted to make to enhance the area, such as buying wood to make new benches for people to be able to sit and enjoy their surroundings, and also build bird and bat boxes. However, they soon discovered it wasn't as easy to do this, as a single bench cost hundreds of pounds, and bird and bat boxes cost money too. But not to be discouraged, they immediately opened a bank account and found an amazing carpenter who has volunteered his services to make the bench for the group. This is a unique group in Cannock that works across the board, supporting both physical and mental health of residents, encouraging a fun way of learning and enjoying the environment for children. I think they should win the category of New Volunteer Team of the Year because they've achieved so much in such a short space of time. They have a friendly, welcoming appeal to everyone that wants to join them, and they genuinely want to support their local area. So, the winner of the New Volunteer Team of the Year award is Hawks Green, Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Environmental Group. Really well done, everybody, and congratulations.
Hi there, my name's Brian Jones and I want to tell you about the Hawks Green, Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Environment Group. It's a bunch of 4 ladies who worked incredibly hard in setting up this group, and its aims are numerous, but specifically to reduce loneliness and isolation, to educate young people and others on being environmentally responsible, and to create a low carbon community. They do loads of things, including litter picking. They do walks which bring the community together. They cut branches, clear paths, so many different things, and I'm delighted to say they've just put in a bid for 8 benches which will be shared between Milking Brook and Heath Hayes Park. A fantastic group of ladies bringing the community together, just what we want in our area. Thank you.
So congratulations go to Hawks Green, Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Environmental Group, and everything you do in your community for keeping the area tidy and clean and removing litter, the environmental improvements. These are all, again, activities outdoors, great for mental health, easy tasks that anyone can do to get involved in the community and meet new people. It's all good. And well done to you guys. Alongside that, the commendations go out to Chase Pride Committee. Again, I started working with this group in the early days to help them to establish, and then COVID came. So unfortunately, the events planned were major events in Hensford to share the information and to celebrate the Pride events. And I'm sure you'll pick it up as soon as you can, but still, you're a great new team of the year, and I know your passion is there. And also to Power for All, the amazing work you're doing in Rugeley and the work on the site where the towers were now been demolished. Again, just to start community engagement and making sure that people who are going to be living and working in the area are engaged and involved in your local community. Fantastic work. So next is the South Staffs Award, sponsored by Mid Counties Co-op.
Hi, I'm Daisy, a colleague at Mid Counties Cooperative, who are the proud sponsors of the New Volunteer Team Award. This group have had a huge impact in the Bilbrook community throughout the pandemic. They've supported the most vulnerable, elderly and young residents in the area by doing things such as cooking and delivering hot meals, including on Christmas Day, providing free meals to those who needed it during the school holidays, and so much more. They've worked tirelessly to support those in need and those most at risk, and have given their own time and energy to benefit the local community. I could go on and on with how much they've supported so many people, and I'm sure you will agree they are so deserving of this award. And I'm delighted to be able to say that the winner of the New Volunteer Award is Bilbrook Initiatives Hub.
Bilbrook Initiatives Hub have become a real lifeline over the last 12 months to those in our Bilbrook community. They've been a support to those who are shielding, the elderly, those who live alone and those suffering through job loss or furlough. Over the last 12 months, they've cooked and delivered over 10,000 hot meals, including 50 meals on Christmas Day. Whilst delivering those meals, they've been able to stop and chat to people who perhaps wouldn't see anybody else during that day, post letters for them, deliver shopping, and be a really good point of contact. They've delivered over 150 wellbeing kits to the elderly and those living alone. They've sent hugs of appreciation to those in the community who went above and beyond in those real times of crisis. And over the summer holidays, they helped over 70 vulnerable families by offering fortnightly food parcels. At Christmas, they delivered treat boxes for the vulnerable families who had no one else and were perhaps living alone. They're now offering a self-soothe kit project to help children and adults who are suffering with anxiety as a result of the pandemic and the toll it's taken on us all in the last 12 months. They really have been a huge lifeline and made a huge impact on lots of families during the last 12 months in Bilbrook, and for that we say a big thank you.
Congratulations to Bilbrook Initiatives Hub volunteers. Just a fabulous group doing their bit for their community. Like so many of the mutual aid and what's become good neighbour groups over the year, thank you to all of those groups. I know that we counted and were in contact with supporting over 80 such groups. I'm sure there were even more than that stood up when COVID hit last March. They helped to feed and to provide essential supplies to communities, and over time also to make sure that people were in contact and not feeling lonely. So a special well done to the volunteer team there at Bilbrook Initiatives Hub. There are also 2 commendations in this category. The first of those goes to the Kinva Cobra team, and the second one to the Penkridge Library volunteers. Over to you, Sandra.
Now we'll take a first look at social media. We've got a couple of comments in so far. So we've got Kingswood Trust and South Staffordshire Council looking forward to tonight's event on Twitter. And we've also got Lynn Harley-Biggs and friends of Cannock Stadium, and they're watching, they say hello, and they're on Facebook. So we would like everyone to use social media. We've got all the tags underneath here. So please, it brings it to life when we can actually see that people are taking part, and when they give congratulations to anyone that's just won an award, put all your comments through and then we can share them with you. Okay, over to Michelle for the next category.
Thanks, Sandra. So the next category is volunteering support for young people, and we're going to start with the Cannock Award, sponsored by Wyniot Hussey Limited.
Hi, I'm Lisa Haynes, North Staffordshire Senior Locality Officer at Support Staffordshire, and I'm delighted to present the winner of the Cannock Chase Volunteering Support for Young People Award to you this evening. This team has been working with primary and secondary children, supporting them in their mental health for 8 years. They run sessions in schools using singing, sign language and mindfulness to help the pupils learn skills to help their own mental health with issues such as anxiety, depression and self-confidence. They also run a transition programme supporting pupils who are anxious about the change from primary to secondary school. Sounds like a great idea. In September 2020, they provided support and resources for pupils moving from primary school in the Cannock Chase area to Kingsmead School. This would normally happen every September, but anxiety due to COVID, on top of anxiety around starting a new school, just meant things were a lot more difficult for the pupils. They met with a small group of pupils, providing an interactive workbook and online resources, which encouraged them to celebrate their achievements and take hold of their difficulties and find new ways to get through them. They also provided every Year 7 at Kingsmead School with mindfulness resources and a copy of the workbook through some grant funding. The feedback was incredibly positive from teachers, pupils and parents. One teacher said, "I'm really grateful for how they have supported Year 7 and the way they come into the school and support our students and the resources they have provided. So without further ado, I'm very pleased to announce the winner of the Cannock Chase Volunteering Support for Young People Award this year is Fireworks. Congratulations, big well done.
Congratulations, Fireworks. A very personal thank you from me on top of the nomination there. Outside of work, as I mentioned, I live in Hensford. That's less than a mile from where I live, is less than a mile from Kingsmead School. So thank you, Fireworks, for everything that you have done for what is literally my community. Wonderful work. Commendations here in this category go specifically to Isabel Bradley, who's from the 10th Rugeley Brownies. Well done, Isabel. And also to Jane Evans, who is a volunteer with Staffordshire Fire and Rescue Services. So wonderful work there supporting young people in the community. Now, next is the award for South Staffs. This one is sponsored by Care Plus.
Hello, I'm Sarah Wilson, the Engagement and Volunteer Coordinator for Care Plus. We at Care Plus support older people in retirement living, so we thought that it would be lovely to sponsor the Volunteer Support for Young People Award to acknowledge the work that is put into the next generation, helping people who are just starting out in life. There have been some fabulous nominations, but the winning nomination is someone who has supported people in the local area in many different ways throughout the pandemic, including food deliveries, medical supplies, transport. But for this award, they have used their skills and knowledge to support young people to overcome an issue that has gone predominantly unrecognised in the media. A child's ability to study remotely in the last year was completely dependent on them having access to a device at home, something that was not always available to everyone. By collecting unwanted laptops and iPads, wiping them of all content, uploading school learning apps and then delivering them quietly, sensitively and free of charge to young learners in the village of Kimber, they ensured that at least 25 children were able to study remotely at home who otherwise would not have been able to, thus ensuring that their education was not unduly compromised. I am proud to announce that the winner of the South Staffordshire Volunteer Support for Young People Award is Andy Calloway. Congratulations, Andy.
Hi, I'm Victoria Wilson, County Councillor for Kinver in South Staffordshire. I nominated Andy Calloway for this award because of all the things that he does for his community. He really is an unsung hero for so many reasons. Andy's most recent idea in particular has really helped to make a huge difference in the lives of children who during the various lockdowns needed computer hardware in order to do schoolwork. I believe Andy has helped 25 families or more with this initiative, and what he's done is to find iPads and laptops, wipe them of their data, upload school learning apps and distribute them to the children in the area who needed them most. On behalf of all of those families, I'd like to offer my sincere, heartfelt thank you to Andy, and I'm absolutely delighted that he's been nominated for the award of Volunteering Support for Young People. Keep up the good work, Andy.
Congratulations go to Andy Calloway, a community volunteer. 25 families and their children are in a better position thanks to your volunteering. Well done, Andy. Commendations go to Chris Perrin, who has set up a new sporting facility at Cheslin Hay Tennis Club for junior tennis to benefit the community. And Millie Gould at Staffordshire Youth Union, who is a member of the Youth Parliament, and her impact on the community is described as inspirational. So well done to everyone for those commendations. The next category is volunteering support for the over 65s, and we start with Cannock Award, sponsored by Mac Clinical Research.
Good evening, my name is Elaine Denny and I'm Communications and Impact Manager at Support Staffordshire, and I'm pleased to be able to present the winning nomination for the Cannock Chase Volunteering Support for the Over 65s Award on behalf of the award sponsor, Mac Clinical Research. This team launched in response to the needs of local people, shielding from COVID and those vulnerable unable to get out for shopping and medication, etc. Volunteers recruited via Facebook initially delivered leaflets across the area inviting anyone who needed support to contact the group. Signposting to support services to help with sorting out household bills and housing issues have been a key support to residents. The volunteers collect and deliver prescriptions, do shopping, deliver us to homes and provide drivers for hospital appointments, and on one occasion to a family funeral. The group has assisted with dog walking and participated in making visors for healthcare staff, alongside collecting donations for the local food bank. In the last year, the group has responded to over 2,000 requests for help and have been so successful that calls are being received from the wider area, of which they've also been able to fulfil. They have brought friendship and lots of visits to lonely people. Every volunteer has gone out of their way to improve the lives of the people they help. So I'm delighted to announce the winner of the Cannock Chase Volunteering Support for the Over 65s Award is the Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Support Group. Congratulations.
The Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Befriending Service grew from the main support group, providing help to those in need throughout the pandemic. It was found that many people over 65 were living alone or in social isolation. The befriending cause became a vital resource to fend off loneliness and isolation. Like the main service, it is also totally self-funded. Befriending has proven to be invaluable, and many friendships have evolved from this service and continue as we speak.
So huge congratulations to Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Support Group. The amazing work you've done following the announcement on the lockdowns last March. You sprung to action, got a load of volunteers involved, and you did amazing work to make sure that the seniors in Heath Hayes and Wimblebury, and even some of the surrounding areas too, where the people weren't receiving the help available, then you sprung up and you took that action and recruited the volunteers you needed to give people the help, which was fantastic. So commendations also go up to St Mary's Friendship Club. I'm just going to give you a little wave. Hi everybody. Sorry, my hand disappeared. And also, again, you are a great group. I know you meet normally at St Mary's Church Social Club, and you know the sort of support you give to the seniors who are your members, and the engagement and interaction is fantastic. And also, again, through the lockdown, you've made sure that your members are kept in contact. You've communicated with them. You've given birthday cards. You've gone that extra mile again just to make sure they're all got everything they need. And I know you've even given afternoon teas and fish and chips and all these things. Little things count. It's fantastic. And also commendation goes to Dave Shaw from Cannock Chase Shed. This group meet at Hensford in the Museum of Cannock Chase. And again, the work that you do there for the seniors, and you're not unique to men, but obviously there's that work there to engage people in lots of different activities. And that support, I know, is definitely worth a mention and an award. So congratulations to all of you guys. So next is the South Staffs Award, and this one is sponsored by Shaw Store in Cannock.
Hello, I'm Claire George, Store Manager at Shaw Store. It is our great pleasure to sponsor the South Staffordshire Support for Over 65s Award. We believe as an organisation that volunteering sector has an important role to play in our communities, and we support a number of local charities at our Shaw Stores facilities. Project encourages older people to reignite their passion for the sport or to learn something new in their later years. The main objectives are to increase physical fitness and weight management, reduce isolation, improve mental health and well-being, and to provide a safe place to meet and play table tennis. It also acts as a signpost centre for members to access support. Feedback suggested that some of their members had become isolated due to bereavement, and for some this session is their only social interaction each week. During lockdown, they also had regular Zoom meetings with light exercises, quizzes and birthday greetings. In addition, they had fancy dress clapping each week for the NHS, which raised £600. The winner of South Staffordshire Support for Over 65s is the Bat and Chat at Cheslin Hay Table Tennis Club. Congratulations to all of those involved.
Remember that the last love is on you, and always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Come on, Brian, cheer up. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Worst things happen at sea, you know. Always look on the bright side. I mean, what you got to lose, you know? You come from nothing, you're going back to nothing. What have you lost? Nothing. Always look on the bright side of life. Nothing will come from nothing, you know what they say? Cheer up, you old bugger. Always come on. It's all good.
Congratulations, it's Cheslin Hay Table Tennis, Bat and Chat. Great name and also a wonderful group, and one that I know from the work that we've been doing with you that is near the front of the queue when it comes to getting going again. So I really hope that you can be up and running and doing as much as you were doing pre-pandemic as soon as possible, so that all your members that we saw there from the local area can all be smiling with one another again soon. Wonderful, wonderful group. Commendations, there's 2 in this category, 2 really wonderful services again in the local area. One is Brood Dementia Support Group, really important group, really important work, and also specifically to Mandy Southall, who's a volunteer from Vine Court. So well done to everybody in this category. We're going to go over to Michelle now.
Right, so I'm going to read out some of the reactions from the social media. So we're getting some great engagement through. Thank you for taking the time to let us know you're watching. So Brit Million say they're all watching us after finishing their meeting early. So they wanted to make sure they didn't miss it. And there's great nominations coming out. So well done to everybody. Lynn Evans has said, I want to say a massive thank you to all volunteers. You are all amazing. And we are so grateful to everything that you do. So thanks for that, Lynn. And then we've got the Hollybush Garden Centre are so proud to be sponsoring this event alongside Jack Mooder Group. Well done to all of the nominees and winners tonight. You really are the backbone of society, so well done. Kerry from Helper Squaddy has said, well done all. This year has been a real team effort. Great. We've got well done to all the volunteers. Wow, no words can explain this gratitude. Keep up the good work. May God continue to bless you. Sister Rosemary Nayat, sorry, I apologise. Nayat Sanga, well done. Very proud of you. Then we've got Sandra's daughter who's watching, and she's saying, we are loving watching these awards. Well done to everybody. It's lovely to see how the local community have come together in hard times. Love from Sammy, Henry, and a very sleepy baby, April. There you go, Sandra. And we've got Lynn Evans again saying, well done, Katie, from Fireworks, so well deserved. Kerry from Helper Squaddy says, good luck at tonight's Support Staffordshire Awards, Megan. And Celia Robertson, one of our colleagues, says amazing volunteers. Well done, everybody. So I'm going to leave it at there for now, and we're going to continue. Over to Sandra.
Thanks, Michelle. At this point in the evening, we'd like to take a few minutes to recognise those who have volunteered or supported our sector but are no longer with us. All the more poignant after the year we've just experienced. Lives lived to the full, all remembered for their wonderful contributions to local communities. I'd also like to add a personal remembrance for Margaret Rogers, who passed away in 2019. She was one of Support Staffordshire's community connectors and a champion for so many groups in Kinver. If she'd been alive in the last year, I know she would have helped so many in the local community. But the legacy she left has ensured her work has gone on. Full details of these videos will be on our website after our last event on the 17th of June.
So now let's have a catch up on social media. It's lovely to see all that's going on with the Friends of Cannock Stadium Park, seeing your photos on Facebook. Please do send us some photos, show us what you're doing, watching at home or in a group. What else have we got? We've got Maggie Quinn from South Staffordshire Council on Twitter. Congratulations to everyone nominated for an award this evening. And thank you, South Staffs Council, for your support and sponsorship of the awards. And Lisa Fisher on Facebook, well done to Matt from all your friends at Coursers Court in Purton. Good stuff. Lydia Worthington from Heath Hayes, thank you for the award. That's an absolute pleasure, Lydia. Congratulations, well done to you. It says we're all chuffed, proper Midland saying there, we're all chuffed to be recognised. And we're celebrating together at the Five Ways pub. Lovely, perfect. Congratulations to all of the other nominees too. Great that the winners also, and this happens every year, I have to say, they're always so congratulatory to one another and to all of the nominees. So that's really lovely to see. It's such a great spirit at these events. We've also got Simon Woolley who's saying thank you. It's amazing to be recognised for what we do. It's been an eventful year. That's understating it somewhat, Simon. But my colleagues, he says, my colleagues have been amazing, working and adapting to so many challenges. He's immensely proud of them all. They're going to continue to provide their service and support to customers and to the community. So thanks for that, Simon. Rachel, oh, nice to hear from you, Rachel, at Kingswood Trust. Lovely to see there that you are giving a shout out and watching. Looking forward, you were saying this was before, looking forward to tonight's event, and good luck to everyone. And thank you to us for organising this again, getting it going again. You're most welcome. It's lovely to hear from you, Rachel. I hope things are going well down at Kingswood. Else have we got? Lynn's back, Lynn Evans, lovely tribute. Thank you for adding it to the awards ceremony. And somebody who is down as Sexy Soul Chick, loving watching you all. Well done, Michelle and everyone. What you do is truly amazing. Well, that's a good one to end on, isn't it? So we will now go to the next category. So this is a big one this time round. It is Volunteer Team of the Year. And we're going to start with the Cannock Chase Award, which is sponsored by NR Well Limited.
Hi, I'm James Flintham and I'm the Cannock and Tamworth Community Officer at Support Staffordshire. I'm delighted to be given the opportunity to present the award this evening for the Cannock Chase Volunteer Team of the Year Award on behalf of the sponsors NR Well Limited. The details of the winning nomination are as follows. This team began in 2013 and since the start of their programme they have put in place some key plans which have taken a long time to make happen. Many members have been with the team since the start and others very close to the start. They really have held on and continued and never given up. The team consistently come together no matter what challenges they face and keep working to make a better community for all the residents who live there. The special thing about this team is how much they've had to learn and research, and they're all still here learning. Their projects range from supporting the environment to youth activities to helping people improve their skills, community support and putting on events. Their biggest project took 4.5 years to complete and involved lots of red tape, but they never gave up and found all the right resources and with the right support were able to make the project happen. People like this team are why we have such community spirit growing across Cannock Chase. They not only have meetings every month, they also discuss regularly, they work alone where needed and in groups and are tireless and never ever stop. They all have jobs and families, but together they're a great team, and each and every one of them truly does have a valuable role that would be lost without them. It's with great pleasure that I announce the winner of the Cannock Chase Volunteer Team of the Year Award is Brereton Million Partnership. Congratulations to all.
We've come a long way since the beginning of Brereton Million, and sometimes it may feel like you work hard and it's not appreciated. But we see you working many hours alone. We see you pulling together as a team. We see you giving up precious time with your family to give that time to your projects. None of this goes unnoticed. Although some days it feels like an uphill battle, we've come a long way, and the progress we have made has paved the way for future success. And to every volunteer who has joined us during the pandemic, you may never know the profound effect you've made on people's lives. A kind word, a listening ear, or a drop of a package can mean so much to someone who is sick, in pain, shielding and lonely. You generously give your gift of time to make contact, provide support and encouragement, and sometimes even a bit of humour, to make someone's day a bit more bearable because you took the time to care. So to every person who has helped Great Million in any way, together we have and still are achieving great things. So tomorrow, the next, and in the future, look back and be proud for what we have together achieved.
So, well done, Britain Million Partnership. I can hear the cheers in the hub in Britain from my house. I'm sure you're all there celebrating. And I know from working with you guys, what you do is amazing. Absolutely, fully deserving of this award. You are an amazing team and you always go above and beyond everything in your community. You are fantastic. So really, really pleased you've got this recognition. Great. The other commendations go to MACE. That's the monthly Alzheimer's support evenings. They are, again, a fantastic team who do what they can for carers and people living with dementia. Just that these evenings are a great way of getting people together to receive support, and the carers, again, to receive that information and guidance and signposting. It's fantastic. And obviously we know you found it difficult, like everybody, during this last year to meet as you have done normally. So this award goes out to you guys who have been making sure that people are kept connected with delivery of food, which is fantastic. And then the other commendation goes out to one of the community libraries, and that's Heath Hayes Community Managed Library. Well done to the team there. Again, a great team of the year, and you make a massive difference in your area. Thank you very much. So next is the South Staffs Award, and this one is sponsored by Chillington Hall.
Hello, I'm John Gifford. I'm the owner of Chillington Hall and Chillington Estate. We've been very pleased to sponsor the Volunteer Teams Award and the South Staffordshire Volunteer Awards, and it is my pleasure to announce that the winner this year is the Codswell Christmas Fair. We have been immensely impressed by the quality of entries that we've received, and it was a difficult decision to come to, but we decided that this was much the strongest candidate on the day. We have, as a good example, I quote from their nomination, and a small part of which says that the Codswell Christmas Fair is a community event created by local people for local people, but its success is such that it attracts visitors from far and wide. This is community work at its best. The event has raised over £6,000 since 2015, and that is a very impressive score for a village like such as Codswell. We are delighted, therefore, to agree that they should be the champions this year. Thank you. Well done, them.
Well done.
Congratulations to Codswell Christmas Fair Group, showing real community spirit. I'll make sure that I'll attend future Christmas fairs when I'm at our Codswell office. 2 commendations. One goes to South Staff's Work Club's management team. Congratulations to Val and all of the new trustees and volunteers for supporting local people with their job search and so much more. And the second commendation is Worley Juniors. During the pandemic, very little football was allowed, but they still managed to do online challenges to keep players engaged and active. And they supported local residents with Christmas hampers and fish and chip suppers and even more. Congratulations to you all. To the next, So the next category is the Trustee of the Year, and we start with the Cannock Chase Award, sponsored by Staffordshire County Council.
Hello, my name's Emma Sykes and I'm one of the social prescribers here at Support Staffordshire. I'm pleased to be able to present the winning nomination for Cannock Chase Trustee of the Year Award on behalf of the sponsor, Staffordshire County Council. This individual has worked tirelessly to help others despite their own ill health. For Halloween, they coordinated volunteers to decorate the park for a self-led walk. Unfortunately, the park was vandalised on the night before by a couple of individuals, but this person turned this into a positive and rallied people and businesses to deliver an even better event, and then worked with the perpetrators to help them learn from their mistakes. During Christmas, this person and their team delivered presents to the local community, cheering up the isolated, elderly and local children. But for me, this person's crowning achievements were for the Mental Health Hub. During lockdown, this person provided backing songs for videos for the Mental Health Hub for national events at very short notice, and then for World Mental Health Day, they provided a very personal poem, sharing it bravely in order to help others. This nominee took over an organisation when it was personally very painful for them. They had to make the choice of a friendship to do what was the right thing for the community. Then, despite being hospitalised with meningitis, this person was still supporting and directing volunteers and the committee to deliver Christmas gifts. This all demonstrates outstanding dedication and commitment. And for that reason, I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the Cannock Chase Trustee of the Year Award is Lynn Harley-Biggs from Friends of Cannock Park Stadium. Congratulations, Lynn.
Congratulations, Lynn. It's Lynn Harley-Biggs from Friends of Cannock Stadium Park. We saw you get a commendation earlier. A big shout out for the Friends. But trustee roles really are often unseen, and they're literally crucial to the successful running of any charity, whether big or small. So well done to Lynn Harley-Biggs in this category. Thank you to all of the thousands of trustees. We know that there are thousands of you across Staffordshire, and it's a huge personal achievement for you, Lynn, to get this award. There aren't any commendations in this category, so I just wanted to take a moment, as this category is sponsored by the County Council, to mention that we've been working really closely with the County Council in the last year, and there've been so many of the staff team there that have volunteered to do different roles, and so many of them have gone way over and above what they're paid to do, working evenings, weekends. It's been a real pleasure to work with you over the last year, everyone at Staffordshire County Council. So a big shout out to you, and thank you for being a sponsor for this event this evening. We know that you're very supportive of volunteering in the community. So, as I say, the next award is also sponsored by the County Council. Again, it's Trustee of the Year, and this one is for South Staffs.
My name is Victoria Wilson and I'm County Councillor for Kinver in South Staffordshire and Cabinet Member for Communities and Culture at Staffordshire County Council. I'm delighted to be sponsoring this Trustee of the Year award because I feel that this category of volunteer work is so important to help our communities. With charitable trusts at such high standards in this county, we know that the community is extremely well supported across all sections of society in Staffordshire. Here are the details of the winning nomination. We have a gentleman who is extremely experienced in his field, helping volunteers at this trust for more than 15 years. This person has helped children and the wider community to access the amazing environmental resources available at the centre, leading on activities for families during school holidays. He's also a whiz at helping in all aspects of the environment, turning his hand to tree planting and bee nesters and bird boxes. In fact, there's very little, it seems, that this chap can't do. And so I'm honoured to be able to announce that the winner of the South Staffordshire Trustee of the Year Award goes to David Harris of the Kingswood Trust. Congratulations, David. Well deserved.
I nominated David for a Star Award because of his dedication as a volunteer for the last 15 years and for trustee for the last 8. His commitment and enthusiasm can be seen in the many ways that he supports the Kingswood Trust. Here you can see him volunteering outdoors, supporting educational activities and creating exciting new resources for our community events. David is generous with his time, he comes up with creative ideas and welcomes everyone and gets stuck in with whatever needs to be done. He joins in with all our fundraising activities and participates in training to improve our charity. Receiving the Queen's Award recognised the efforts from all volunteers, and as you can see, David is not just the chair of the Trust Board, he leads from the front and is a Kingswood advocate. David deserves this award. He is one in a million, and we hope that the Star Award will demonstrate his commitment and show him how much we really appreciate him.
Congratulations, David Harris from the Kingswood Trust. You are a practical, creative person. You do fundraising and you're a charity advocate. What more could a charity want? Everybody wants a David Harris, I'm sure. You bring a wide range of skills and you bring them to the board of trustees, and you and your involvement as a trustee makes that massive difference to the trust. Well done, David. Commendations also go to Millie Gould at Staffordshire Youth Union. Well done, Millie. Our next category then is going to be the Young Volunteer of the Year, and this time we're starting with the Cannock Award, sponsored by NR Well Limited.
Hello, my name is Jane Ison and I'm the Finance Manager at Support Staffordshire. I'm really pleased to be given the opportunity to present the winning nomination for the Cannock Chase Young Volunteer of the Year Award. This young person has been with Helper Squaddy since it was formed in 2015. She's a valuable member of staff who never complains and is always the first to volunteer. At the tender age of 13, she has done so much for the veteran community. From the age of 9, she has been at every fundraising event, from dressing up as a squaddy bear to bagpacking. Come rain or shine, she's there. She regularly attends the drop-in sessions, making tea and coffee and chatting to the veterans. At such a young age, she has a fantastic understanding of mental health. The team were most proud of this young lady when she looked after a 100-year-old veteran. She regularly visited him, which cheered him up immensely. Sadly, the veteran in question has passed away, but she was there until the very end to walk alongside the coffin and then lower him to his final resting place. Her dedication and commitment is commendable. I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the Cannock Chase Young Volunteer of the Year Award is Megan Urquhart. Congratulations, Megan, and keep up the good work.
Everyone at Helper Squaddy is extremely proud of the work that Megan Urquhart does. She volunteers without question, anything from the food bank to being on the stall to being Squaddy Bear. Thank you, Megan.
Congratulations to Megan Urquhart at Helper Squaddy. I'm always just so inspired by our young volunteers. That particular nomination just literally had me filling up. Just amazing work. Well done, Megan. What an absolute asset to our local community, both now and hopefully in the future as well. Those who volunteer young often make it a habit for life, so it's wonderful to see young volunteers. Commendations in this category go out to Jessica Yap, who is a volunteer with the Cannock Chase Mental Health Hub. Again, young volunteer getting involved in such an important topic as mental health, important before the pandemic, but even more so since. And also Harry Maguire over at Brereton Volunteering Youth Group, again, getting our youth groups up and running again, getting young people out and socialising, so important. What a wonderful bunch of nominations that we've had for so many young people. It really is deeply uplifting to see those, to read them. And next we have, again, Young Volunteer of the Year. This is for South Staffordshire, and this one is sponsored by Sainsbury's in Purton.
I'm Holly, the store manager at Sainsbury's Purton, and for the second year running now, we are supporting the Young Volunteer of the Year Award, which to us is so important because it's actually the future of volunteering. I'm now going to hand over to Priya, who's my PR ambassador, and she's going to announce the winner and the reasons why. Thank you again to everybody involved, and well done to all of the winners and all of the nominees.
So this person has done exceptional work for the community, from giving a voice to young people and campaigning for various organisations. I'd like to announce the winner is Millie Geld. Well done, Millie, really well deserved.
It has been an absolute pleasure working with Millie over the past few years. She's so dedicated as a young volunteer in all of our campaigns. She gives 100%. It's amazing, especially in the environmental campaigns of the UK Youth Parliament and the Staffordshire Youth Union. She put so much work in, and it was really impactful, and we could all see the results of what she'd been doing. Her passion genuinely inspires me. I really hope you give her this award.
I think what's so special about Millie is how she mixes together this incredible empathy with her knowledge, but also with a never-ending drive to make things better. Millie wants to make the world a better place, and I think in a massive way she's already accomplished that.
Congratulations, Millie. It's a great award. Well done. And you, sorry, it sounds like your enthusiasm is making a massive difference to the campaigns that you're passionate about. Well done, Millie. Keep it up. Keep all that great work, because without people like you, to give that voice for young people is fantastic. The commendations in this award go to Jo Thompson and Ruth Bates. They both volunteer at the Rainbow Club at the Landywood District Volunteer Help Centre. So well done, you guys. Keep it up. We're now going over to Sandra to read out some of the comments.
Okay, we've had some wonderful comments. I'll try and fit as many in as I can. So the first one is from Neve Mahone. Amazing to see so many volunteer groups being recognised. What fabulous communities we live in. And she also says, Sue, you are an inspiration. Lynn Evans, Sue, you are so well deserved to you and the team. Love you loads. The Edward Marsh Centre, KSCA are watching. Veronica Davis, we would love to thank you so much for the honour of receiving a commendation tonight, as well as to the Support Staffordshire volunteer team for always being there for us from St Mary's Friendship Club. That's wonderful. Thank you very much, Veronica. Elaine Denny, one of our colleagues. All the winners should be so proud of how they have supported their communities, particularly over the last 15 months. Veronica Davis again, congratulations to all the winners. We appreciate the work you all do. Here's one from Shelley Jackson. She says, well done to Diane Todd and Tom Haynes at Heath Hayes Library. Superb news on your commendation for Volunteer Team of the Year. So well deserved. Celia Robertson, another one of our colleagues. All these groups and individuals are amazing, changing communities and lives for the better. John Quinn says, congratulations to you all. Michelle Jackson says, well done to Heath Hayes Community Managed Library on your commendation. The volunteers continue to amaze me, so well deserved. And Lynn Evans says, Lynn Harley Biggs, we love you. And 3 kisses. I think there's one more, Hensford Childs. Well done, Meg, from Helper Squaddy. Young Volunteer Award for Cannock Chase District. Yes, thank you very much. I think that's all for now. Are there any more coming through? No? Okay, so I'll go back over to Gary now.
Thanks, Sandra. So another Of the big ones for this evening, this is Volunteer of the Year. So this is across the board, across all categories. And this is sponsored by Sure Store Limited in Cannock, and we'll start with the Cannock Chase nomination.
Hello, I'm Claire George, the store manager at Sure Store in Cannock. We believe that as an organisation that the volunteering sector has an important role to play in our communities and support a number of local charities. It is our great pleasure to sponsor the 2021 Volunteer of the Year Award. Lydia launched Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Support Group in March 2020 following the outbreak of COVID and before the first national lockdown in response to the needs of local people shielding from the disease and those vulnerable. She went on to set up excellent partnerships working with local pharmacies, supermarkets, and also set up a befriending service. Communication between those in need and the volunteers had to be swift and efficient, so a dedicated number was required. Lydia arranged for this, and a small group of leaders was set up and ensured all requests for help were followed through. Lydia then set up a WhatsApp group for volunteers so they could communicate any concerns they may have identified or share good news stories. The winner of the Cannock Chase Volunteer of the Year Award 2021 is Lydia Worthington. Congratulations, Lydia.
Lydia and the Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Support Group have brought practical help to everyone who's reached out to them, all delivered with a smile and a kind word. Without this support, many people would have struggled. Lydia recognised this, and she did something about it.
So this congratulations goes to Lydia Worthington, who was the driving force behind the Heath Hayes and Wimblebury Support Group. Now, I know you've not done the whole thing on your own. I know there is a team around you, but this time, this one is celebrating you and your work. And again, I think I can hear all the celebrations and the champagne popping in the Five Ways pub in Cannock. So well done, and enjoy your evening. I think you very much deserve this award. Well done. The commendations in this award go to Sharon Powell at the Rouge of the Community Church. Great work there, Sharon, well done. And also to Sue Merriman in Brayton, who, I know Sue, she works with me, and she's a great supporter of everything you do in Brayton, and all your volunteering there is amazing. You look after the park, you look after the youths, you look after everything you need to within that area. So this is absolutely fantastic, well done. Next is the South Staffs Award, sponsored by the Business Support Organisation.
Hello there, my name's Brett Sheldon. I'm the Managing Director and Founder of the Business Support Organisation, and we're proud to be sponsoring the South Staffordshire Volunteer of the Year Award, because let's be honest, volunteers are the lifeblood of the charity sector, and without them nothing really would be happening. So the details of the winning nomination are as follows. Upon leaving Chesley Hayes Sport and Community High School, with the encouragement of the head teacher, this particular person set about to achieve a special ambition. They had to set up a tennis club in the school sports area for young people who attend the school in and around Chesley Hay, Great Worley, Essington and other villages in that vicinity. His success allowed him to build the courts, and with other interested people, he did not stop trying, making the facilities even better, and their enthusiasm and dedication resulted in a special day sponsored by Virgin with the Lawn Tennis Association, which is, for those who don't know anything about tennis, is the governing body based in Great Britain. Two members of the Great Britain Olympic team spent the day encouraging and coaching young people who basically made this a very, very special event. By building on the success of the club, more people of varying ages began showing interest, and teams of different ages were drawn together. This winner, this person, is a willing volunteer to this project, that helps many people stay active and interested and is a great help to individuals' mental health. And I'm proud to announce the winner of the South Staffordshire Volunteer of the Year Award is Chris Perry. Chris, well done, congratulations, and please enjoy the rest of your evening.
I'm Bernard Russell, County Councillor for this area of Cheslin Hay. I'm at the Cheslin Hay Academy High School, and I'm here to show the facilities that Chris Perry has created for everybody from the area of South Staffordshire to come and learn how to play tennis and to utilise these wonderful facilities that through the money is earned through various ways of earning that kind of money that they are now using. So consequently, this is a fantastic facility that people throughout South Staffordshire can come and use.
Huge congratulations to Chris Perrin at Cheslin Hay Tennis Club. I have to say that I live just 5 minutes from Hensford Park, which is one of Cheslin Hay's outreach sites. And it's fabulous to see the courts there packed every Sunday with children and with adults alike. In my younger days, I used to play tennis quite a lot. It was often a challenge to get good community facilities. So it's just so wonderful to see a tennis club that's absolutely there for its community, that's reaching out and making that a facility for everyone to get engaged and get involved in. 2 commendations as well in this category, hard category for the judges. So these go to Sarah Slater, who's a community volunteer in South Staffordshire. Congratulations, well done, Sarah. And also we did hear him earlier, I think, as well, David Harris from Kingswood Trust. He's had an earlier nomination, but he's also recognised here with a commendation in Volunteer of the Year Award. So well done to all of you. Can't believe it, we're there already. We're on to the final award of the evening. So this is the real big one, folks. This is the Lifetime Achievement Award, where we recognise somebody's volunteering over a number of years. And we're going to start with the Cannock Chase Award as ever. And this one is actually sponsored by ourselves at Support Staffordshire.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jan Wilson and I am the Chair of Trustees at Support Staffordshire. I'm delighted to be able to present the nomination for the Cannock Chase Lifetime Achievement Award. The nomination reads as follows. The good reputation of this person precedes them and is synonymous with their relentless and selfless service to the local community. This person has been the key driving force at Cannock Chase Advice Centre for 20 years, offering help, support and guidance on all aspects of living, doing a great deal of benefit form filling and taking cases to tribunal level. The work is complex and time consuming, and this person has worked tirelessly helping hundreds of families and individuals over the years. At times they've run the centre almost single-handedly when volunteers were in short supply. This person has shown drive and commitment which has resulted in homeless and at-risk people finding homes, others being helped to complete paperwork to receive the benefits due to them, still others receiving advice in every area of life to enable them to become better citizens. Her unconditional support means that she's very approachable. She gives freely of her time and expertise, no matter how large or small. Throughout her life, her passion and commitment to voluntary service is exemplary. I'm pleased to announce that the winner of the Cannock Chase Lifetime Achievement Award is Mrs. Jacqueline Mary Gange. Well done, Mrs. Gange.
We are a few of the volunteers at Cannock Chase Advice Centre that have had the privilege to be trained by Jackie Gange, where she's been a key leading driving force in Cannock Chase Advice Centre for over 20 years. Here are a few words we have put together to describe her.
Jackie works in such a self-forgetful way. She looks to the needs of others, and she's our inspiration.
Every time the phone rings, it's always somebody who's asking for Jackie. Jackie puts everyone at their ease. She leaves a great impact on people, and she's a great friend and a true, honest worker.
So on behalf of all the volunteers and the thousands of clients over the years that she's seen, we wanted to say a huge thank you to Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah.
Huge congratulations to Jackie Gange at Cannock Chase Advice Centre. Well done for your selfless service over the last 20 years, supporting thousands of clients. Well done, and huge congratulations again. There are also 2 commendations in this category. One goes to Judy Winter at Rugeley District Stroke Club, where she's been a secretary for over 30 years, ensuring all the official documents are up to date, as well as organising loads of outings and activities. And the second commendation goes to Emily Sherratt at Girl Guiding Rugeley. Emily has been part of Girl Guiding for over 50 years, continually helping wherever she can and being an inspiration to younger leaders. Well done to all of you on these wonderful achievements. Next, we go to the South Staffs Award, which is sponsored by Hollybush Garden Centre and Aquatics. The South Staffordshire.
Good evening and welcome to Hollybush Garden Centre in the heart of Staffordshire. I'm Kate, the MD of Jack Moody Landscaping.
And I'm Juliet, Marketing Manager for Hollybush Garden Centre.
Hollybush Garden Centre and Jack Moody Landscaping are delighted to sponsor the Staffordshire Volunteer Awards 2021. We've been at the heart of our community for over 50 years and are delighted to support those who work tirelessly for our community. We're a strong supporter of the voluntary and community sector and the very important role it plays in Staffordshire. And this is one way that we can show our appreciation to the many groups that contribute to the thriving sector.
Sheila has volunteered with Third Womburn Guides since she and a friend were involved in starting the group in October 1969. This means that she's dedicated over 50 years of her life to keeping her Girl Guide unit running, and despite having turned 80-something last March, she's not showing any signs of stopping.
It's impossible to calculate the number of girls who have been members of the Third Womburn Guides, who Sheila has guided, cared for and influenced over the years, but it must run into thousands, and has run continuously, with Sheila in attendance for over 50 years.
Multiple generations of some families have passed through Sheila's care, and many came to celebrate her 80th birthday in March 2019, even some guides who left decades ago. Such is the place that Sheila holds in their hearts. Third Womburn Guides is like a family, and Sheila is the matriarch.
She has helped to provide a safe and welcoming environment, as well as many, many opportunities for girls from around the local area and beyond. Sheila has always encouraged the girls to be active and independent, taking them camping, on walking and horse riding weekends, and even organised skiing holidays abroad for the unit.
Sheila still comes to guides every Wednesday, takes the subs in the register, and is always the person found in the kitchen washing up with the girls after a cooking activity, a parents' meeting or social event.
She still takes an active part in camp each year and hasn't lost her enthusiasm for adventurous activities. Nothing was going to stop her from going on the zip wire with the girls despite the 70-year age gap. Sheila is dedicated to guiding and to the girls in her unit, and it is lovely for her service and devotion to girl guiding to be recognised. In guiding, there is a saying, "This little guiding light," which describes Sheila perfectly.
Sheila Standish has lived in Womburn for over 55 years and has been known as captain to anyone who has had the good fortune to be involved with girl guiding.
She therefore deserves to be South Staffordshire's Lifetime Achievement Star. Congratulations, Captain, you totally deserve this award.
Congratulations, Sheila Standish at Girl Guiding Womburn. 1969, wow, that must have been a year when you started volunteering. Over 50 years, you've created great opportunities for Girl Guides, and through all those years, it's amazing the work you've done to help young people. And even surprised that you're still active with the group now. So you are an amazing volunteer and you have given your lifetime and you are so deserving of this award. Well done. The commendations go in this category to Anita Ferguson from Friends of Wanbrook, and also to Nina Andrews from Kimber Sports Community Centre, otherwise known as KSCA. I know that, again, the work that you guys do in Kimber is fantastic. So well done for all your work over the years. Maybe you might want to think about retirement soon, but don't leave before you've got somebody else stepping into your shoes. So great work. We're now going to go over to Gary for the final words.
Thanks, Michelle. So yeah, my personal congratulations there to Jackie and to Sheila for their Lifetime Achievement Awards. As Michelle says, absolutely unbelievable numbers of years of commitment, and just testament really to the dedication that our volunteers have to the causes, to the groups, to the communities that they live in, that they make that commitment over such a long time and often in so many different roles. And I know that so many of you in this category do bring on the next generation because you want to see it go on beyond your own lifetimes even. So absolutely fabulous. That was the last of the awards. So once again, many congratulations to all of the shortlisted nominees. It was a tough process for the judges this year, but that's how we like it. So please keep that coming in future years. We're going to just turn and have a final look at social media. So we've got a little bit of feedback here on the young volunteers. So Belinda Wood says, congratulations to Jessica Yap for your commendation. You're an absolute star. We've got a few here for Millie as well. So Phoebe Hansen, well done, Millie. And then we've also got Millie herself saying thank you so much for your kind words. Huge congratulations to all those who were commended too. And then we've also got Kerry saying well done, Meg. Good stuff. Congratulations to Sue Merriman. A commendation is so very well deserved. And then for Volunteer of the Year, this was Chris and Lynn Evans giving a big shout out there. You so deserve this award, Lynn says. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us at Cannock and Hensford. So I'm just going to finish with a last comment. We've had Michelle, our locality officer for Cannock Chase, with us live this evening, and you saw a message from Anne earlier. Anne's been watching and on social media. So from Anne, our locality officer covering South Staffs, here's to all of our volunteers, dedicated people doing all that you can for your communities. Well done from Anne Ross, the locality officer there. So Sandra, tell us what's going to happen next for the award winners.
Okay, we'll be sending out certificates via email over the next few days, and we will be organising delivery of the trophies to the category winners over the coming weeks. Michelle and Anne will be in touch with you to organise that. We'd also like to thank the National Lottery Community Fund for funding our trophies. Okay, over to Michelle for a word now.
Thank you. And just to let you know, we've already started booking venues for next year's awards. So we're hoping to be back in person. So please keep an eye on our website and social media channels for details. I'm sure, you know, you've enjoyed being here tonight virtually, but being back in person is also great. So thank you to all those who took the time to submit the nominations and provide the video clips and the photographs. We've certainly enjoyed watching all the clips, and we hope you have too.
So, as the evening now draws to a close, I just want to say a final thank you to the whole team who've worked behind the scenes here to bring you the awards this evening, and also to all of the sponsors for enabling them to happen. I'm going to leave you with a final message from Bob Hall. Thank you and good night from us.
So there we are. While the winners celebrate, let's just remember all the people who during a whole calendar year put so much effort into charities, community organisations, etc., just to make sure that the wheels are turning. And a big thank you, of course, to these generous sponsors, without whom, as they say, tonight just wouldn't have been the same. And let's not forget the Support Staffordshire team, who work year in and year out and have helped to put tonight together. Thanks for being with us. Fingers crossed, and I think we'll just about make it. In a year's time, we should be back facing each other again for the awards in 2022. Till then, thanks for being with us. Good night.